God says, it is an emergency, and Archangel Michael is crying loudly because you have not been listening to the urgent messages that have been sent to you again and again. The heavens are not silent tonight, the angels are gathered, their wings trembling, their voices echoing, and the sound of Michael's tears is resounding across the heavens because this message was supposed to reach you earlier, but you delayed, you doubted, you turned your attention away when in fact this was the hour you were supposed to hold on tightly. And now, the situation has reached a level so urgent that God Himself ordered Archangel Michael to shake the ground of your life to make sure you finally wake up. You must open this now, because it is not just a message, it is a divine intervention, and the truth inside of it will completely change the destiny of your life. Do you realize that a millionaire has already taken action on your behalf? Do you understand that someone, positioned in places of wealth, influence, and hidden authority, has already been commanded by heaven to place you in their vision? They were not supposed to notice you by human standards, but God broke the law of probability and caused their eyes to see you, caused their heart to recognize you, and commanded their spirit to begin preparing something for you. This is not ordinary, this is not coincidence, this is not random luck. This is the manifestation of a prophecy that heaven wrote long before you were born, and now, finally, the angelic armies have moved it into the earth, and Archangel Michael is crying because you don't realize how close you are to the miracle. God says, the angels were shocked when they saw what the millionaire had already set in motion for you. The angels looked at one another, their voices trembled in awe, because the very thing that people told you was impossible, the very doors they slammed in your face, the very promises they mocked you for believing, heaven has now commanded a powerful one on earth to bring it to you. And yet, Archangel Michael is weeping loudly, his tears falling like rivers of fire, because he cannot bear to see you doubt at the very moment heaven is unfolding its plan. This is why God says, open this immediately. Not tomorrow, not later, not when you feel ready, but right now, because timing is everything in the Spirit. Heaven's clock is not like the clock of men. A delay in obedience can cause a delay in manifestation, and heaven is trying to prevent that. Michael's cry is not just sadness, it is a trumpet call, it is a shaking, it is a demand from heaven that you stop treating divine warnings like suggestions. This is not a joke. The angels have written your name in fire tonight, and the heavens are in movement. God says, you have been watched, studied, and targeted, not only by your enemies who whispered against you, but also by those in high places whom heaven has sent to observe your journey. There is a man, a millionaire, who cannot sleep because something in his soul is restless about you. He does not understand why your name keeps appearing in his spirit, but the angels know why. He does not understand why he sees visions of your face when he tries to rest, but Michael knows why. He does not understand why doors he tried to close for others suddenly open when your name is attached, but heaven knows why. God Himself is orchestrating this, and the millionaire has already begun to take action on your behalf. But here is the divine exposure that you must know. there are also those in secret who are trying to intercept this miracle. There are those who gossip about you, who doubt you, who speak curses under their breath because they cannot understand why heaven has favored you. But God says, their words are powerless, their plots are crumbling, their alliances are broken, because what has already been sealed by heaven cannot be undone by man. Michael himself has stood guard, his sword drawn, standing between you and the forces that tried to steal your blessing. That is why he is crying, because he fought so hard, defended so fiercely, and yet you still doubted. Do not make him weep in vain. God says, the evidence is already on earth. Papers are being signed in silence. Accounts are being shifted in the background. People in high places are being moved like chess pieces. The millionaire has already commanded certain things to be transferred, positioned, and aligned for you, but if you keep ignoring this message, you risk being blind while your miracle passes you by. Heaven does not want you to be blind. Heaven wants you awake, alert, and ready, because the hour is here. The angels gasped when they saw what was hidden behind this act. Because it is not just about money, it is about restoration, honor, and divine reversal. The same people who laughed at you will be forced to watch as heaven raises you. The same ones who said you would never rise will choke on their words when they see you elevated. The same ones who said you were nothing will tremble when they realize heaven marked you for greatness. God says, the reason a millionaire has taken action on you is not just for financial blessing, it is for divine proof that when God decides to favor someone, no man, no demon, no curse, and no situation can stand against it. Archangel Michael says, this is the hour when the sealed book is opened, the chapter that was hidden from you is revealed, and the truth that your enemies tried to bury is finally rising. Do not take this lightly. This is the very message your soul was crying for in silence, the answer to prayers you whispered in the night when no one else could hear you. This is the manifestation of the tears you cried when you thought God was silent. Heaven was never silent, heaven was working behind the scenes, and now heaven is shouting for you to open your eyes and believe. Michael is crying loudly because he sees how close you are, yet how easily doubt tries to blind you. He sees how your miracle is walking towards you, yet fear tries to push you away. He sees how the millionaire has already prepared a place for you, yet hesitation tries to stop you from stepping forward. He cannot bear it, because he has fought for you too long, defended you too long, believed in your destiny too long to see you walk away now. That is why his tears are loud, they are heaven's alarm bell, heaven's siren, heaven's urgent cry. God says, you must understand this truth, there are certain windows in the Spirit that only open once. This is one of them. This is why the angels are shocked, because heaven rarely intervenes with such urgency. But now, because of the weight of your destiny, heaven itself has bent its laws, accelerated its timing, and commanded that this message reach you directly. You cannot ignore it. You cannot delay it. You cannot pretend it is not for you. It has your name, your breath, your soul attached to it. And so God says, open your heart now. Release the fear. Release the doubt. Release the hesitation. Do not block the very thing heaven is pouring out. The millionaire is not acting by his own will, he is being moved by heaven. His heart is being stirred, his steps are being directed, his resources are being shifted, because heaven decided you would be the vessel of this miracle. Do not question why. Do not ask how. Do not let the logic of men drown the mystery of God. Simply trust, because this is not a coincidence, it is a divine command. Michael is crying, the angels are watching, the heavens are moving, and God is declaring, this is your time, this is your season, this is your moment. Do not lose it. Do not waste it. Do not let it pass by. Open this now, believe it now, and act on it now. The miracle is already in motion, and nothing can stop it, except your disbelief. That is why heaven is crying out, because you are the only one who can block what heaven already released. Do not make that mistake. God says, the millionaire's action is a sign, a proof, a testimony. It is the evidence that heaven is not just speaking but acting. It is the physical manifestation of the spiritual promise. It is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. It is the confirmation that what you prayed in secret is now being shouted from the rooftops of heaven. Accept it. Believe it. Step into it. This is your destiny, and heaven will not allow you to miss it unless you turn away yourself. God says, it is an emergency, and this is not a small word I am speaking, for heaven trembles when this word is released into the earth. Archangel Michael is crying loudly, louder than the sound of the thunder that shakes the heavens, because you have not been listening to the urgent call that has been sent for you again and again. Do you not feel his tears? Do you not hear his cry in the night? His sword has been drawn, but instead of striking, he has lowered it and fallen to his knees before the throne of God, weeping for you because the time is running out and you keep ignoring the signs that heaven is shouting. A millionaire has taken action on you, and the angels themselves are shocked after seeing it. They cannot believe what was written in the divine scroll about you, and they are whispering with trembling voices, asking how one chosen vessel could remain blind when heaven is thundering warnings that shake even the stars in their courses. God says, I am speaking directly into your spirit now. This is not a dream, not a parable, not a vision far away. It is happening in this very moment. You must understand, there is a divine contract, one that was hidden from you but sealed with light before you were even born, and now that contract has been stirred in the earth. The man who holds wealth, a millionaire whose hands carry power that shifts nations, has turned his eyes toward you. This is not ordinary attention, this is not curiosity, this is not mere coincidence, this is destiny colliding with the plan of God. And yet the danger lies in the shadows, for as heaven rejoices that doors are opening, hell trembles with fury and releases its plots against you. This is why Michael is crying. He has seen the trap being laid, he has seen the whispers in the corridors of darkness, he has seen how people who smile before you are secretly discussing how to cut you down, and he has seen that you are walking forward unaware, like a lamb toward a snare. That is why his voice shakes with grief and urgency. That is why this message is stamped with fire, open immediately. God says, the angels are shocked, for they saw the moment when the millionaire placed your name on the paper, when the pen of destiny moved, when wealth shifted from his hands into your path. They gasped in holy awe because they saw something more than money, they saw inheritance, restoration, recognition, a crown that had been stolen from your bloodline being placed back into your reach. And then, at that same instant, they saw the demons rise to stop it, they saw jealous hearts begin to stir, they saw betrayal forming in the mouth of someone close to you. And this made Michael cry even more, because he has been guarding you all this time, fighting battles you never saw, holding back storms you never felt, and yet when he shouts, you often treat his cry as if it is only noise. But now, God says, this is not the time to ignore. This is not the hour to delay. This is not the season to look away. It is an emergency. I, the Lord, am telling you that within the next short window, a decision will be made in the courts of heaven about your next step. Michael has already pleaded your case with tears, Gabriel has delivered messages you overlooked, and even now your ancestors who rest in my presence are interceding for you because the enemy is roaring with rage. This millionaire, this chosen vessel who has taken action concerning you, is a key I am sending. But keys can be dropped, doors can be missed, opportunities can vanish if you are careless. That is why this message burns. That is why my spirit pushes it into your ears again and again, until you cannot sleep without hearing it, until your soul trembles with the echo of Michael's cry. Do you not see? Even creation is speaking. The nights have been restless, your dreams unusual, the air around you different, because heaven is pressing against your reality. The angels who watch you are shocked not only at what the millionaire has done but at how blind the people around you are to your destiny. They gossip, they laugh, they whisper lies, they spread false stories, and yet they do not know that my hand has marked you for something they cannot touch. But their words are daggers, and their intentions are poison. And this is why Michael is weeping so loudly, for he knows that one wrong move, one more moment of ignoring my voice, could cost you what has already been written for you. God says, I am pulling back the veil now. This millionaire did not stumble upon you. He was led. His steps were guided. His heart was stirred. He did not understand at first why he was drawn toward you, why his spirit felt a strange pull when your name appeared, but I, the Lord, was orchestrating it. For years I have been moving pieces on a board you could not see, aligning events, shifting lives, shaking kingdoms, all for this moment. And yet the enemy has also been working, setting up counterfeit opportunities, false relationships, traps dressed as blessings, distractions sent to steal your time, all to make you miss this divine alignment. This is why it is an emergency. This is why Michael's cry shakes the heavens. This is why angels look at you with wide eyes, wondering if you will finally wake up. I, the Lord, am speaking with love but also with fire. You are my child, chosen, protected, destined for greatness, but even chosen vessels must respond. Even protected children must listen. Even favored ones must obey. If you keep ignoring, if you keep doubting, if you keep hesitating, you risk delaying the very thing I sent heaven and earth to prepare for you. Michael is crying not because he doubts you, but because he loves you. He has guarded you since your first breath. He has stood at your bedside when death tried to steal you. He has fought battles against legions who swore you would never see this day, and now, when victory is within reach, he cannot bear the thought of you missing it. That is why his tears flow like rivers, that is why his cry is loud, that is why the urgency burns. God says, I am exposing those who pretend to be for you but are against you. I am revealing the faces behind the masks. I am shining light into conversations carried out in secret. And I will not allow their schemes to prosper, but you must partner with my warnings. Do not walk carelessly. Do not dismiss the signs. Do not harden your heart to the cry of Michael. This is not a season for comfort, this is a season for action. The millionaire's step toward you is proof that heaven's timing has arrived. Angels are shocked, not because they doubt, but because they marvel at how swiftly the shift has come. What was locked for years is suddenly opening. What was denied is suddenly offered. What was hidden is suddenly being revealed. But with every sudden miracle, the enemy launches a sudden attack. That is why I say again, it is an emergency. God says it is an emergency, and the heavens are trembling with the sound of Archangel Michael's cry because you have not yet listened to the urgent message that was placed in front of you. This is not a small matter. This is not a passing word. This is the divine voice echoing with intensity, warning you, guiding you, showing you the truth that has been hidden from your eyes. The angels are gathered, they are watching, they are holding their breath because a millionaire, moved in secrecy and divine influence, has taken action concerning your life. This is not ordinary. This is not accidental. This is not coincidence. This is a movement of destiny, and yet, as you hesitate, as you delay, Archangel Michael weeps, because he knows how heavy the consequences can be when divine instruction is not obeyed immediately. His tears fall like thunder, his cry shakes the corridors of heaven, because he has fought for you countless times, he has stood guard when enemies plotted against you, he has lifted his sword when darkness crept into your life, and yet in this very hour, you are being called to awaken, to listen, to act, to open your heart to the message God Himself is pushing into your spirit. The millionaire has already taken steps. This is not in planning. This is not in the future. This has already begun. In hidden places, conversations were had about your name. In secret rooms, decisions were made that involved your destiny. Papers were signed, strategies were shifted, and wealth that you never touched, wealth that you never imagined could be attached to your name, is now in motion. The angels were shocked, not because they doubted God's power, but because of the swiftness, because of the precision, because of how heaven aligned a stranger's hand to release what has been delayed in your life for so long. But do you know what frightens them most? It is not the action of the millionaire. It is not the sudden release of resources. It is the fear that you will miss it because you do not listen, because you allow distraction, because you think the message is for another and not for you. God says clearly, this is only for you. Do not share it, do not dilute it, do not doubt it. This word is carved into the very fabric of time, released at the appointed moment, and you were chosen to hear it. Your ears are not hearing by chance. Your eyes are not reading by accident. This is orchestrated by divine hands, and the heavenly armies are witnesses. Michael himself has been commanded to deliver it, but he is weary because he has cried over how many times you ignored the call, how many times you postponed obedience, how many times you allowed fear to outweigh faith. His tears are not ordinary tears. They are flames, they are warnings, they are reminders of the gravity of this moment. The millionaire was not chosen randomly. God says he was stirred, he was moved, he was pressed by a force he cannot even explain. Something in his spirit said, act on behalf of this one. Take steps now. He does not even know you personally in the way people think, but his soul has been pressed, and his hand has been guided to shift something in your favor. His accountants are confused, his advisors are questioning, but he feels a push he cannot ignore. And the angels saw it. They gasped. They whispered among themselves in awe, the prophecy is manifesting. The tables are turning. The inheritance is being released. They were shocked because the timing was sudden, unexpected, unexplainable. But heaven is not rejoicing fully yet, because there is danger. The danger is not from the millionaire. The danger is not from those who move against you. The danger is from your hesitation, your disbelief, your silence when God said move now. That is why Michael's voice is raised, that is why he is crying loudly. He knows the traps that have been laid in your life, and He knows how the enemy works, by distracting, by delaying, by whispering lies into your ear that say, "This is not for you, this cannot be real, nothing is changing." But God says, silence the lies. Trust me. Believe me. Move when I say move. The message is urgent because time is moving quickly. Things are already shifting behind closed doors. Wealth is being signed off. Property is being reassigned. Documents with your name are being reviewed in places you have never set foot in. The angels are guarding them, but they cannot force you to step into the promise. That is your choice. That is your responsibility. And God is saying to you now, do not delay, do not question, do not harden your heart. If you believe in God, type Amen. My beloved child, listen closely, for this message is not an ordinary whisper but an urgent cry from the heavens. God says it is an emergency, and Archangel Michael is weeping loudly because you have been ignoring the signals that have been sent to you again and again. The tears of Archangel Michael are not just drops of sorrow, but waves of divine grief at your hesitation, your doubt, your delay in opening what is meant only for you. The angels are in awe, shocked, as they watch events unfolding around you. They see what you cannot see, they hear the discussions in secret places, and they are trembling with urgency because your destiny is standing at your door right now. God says, a millionaire has taken action on you. This is not something small. This is not something you can overlook. A hand of wealth, a heart that has been touched by divine light, has set movements into motion with your name written upon them. But what shocks the angels is not the action itself, but your slowness in believing, your delay in receiving. You have prayed, you have cried, you have asked God over and over again for help, for breakthrough, for proof that heaven hears you. Now the heavens answer, yet you sit in silence, doubting if this could be real. This is why Archangel Michael weeps. His love for you is fierce, His protection over you is relentless, but your refusal to open your heart fully is breaking Him. God says, you are safe. You are not abandoned. Nothing will go wrong with you. Even in this very moment when fear tries to whisper, when confusion tries to blind you, God reassures you that no weapon formed against you will prosper. You are being protected by layers of angelic power, unseen shields that deflect harm, and heavenly eyes that watch over you day and night. Your steps are not accidental. The path you walk is being paved by hands you cannot see, yet they are real, they are near. They are yours. Trust God and pray to Him, because prayer is the key that unlocks what is already prepared. Prayer is not begging, it is aligning, it is opening, it is receiving. The heavens say you must understand this moment clearly. The millionaire who has taken action on your behalf did not do so out of coincidence. This was orchestrated long ago, written into the fabric of your destiny, but the timing has now arrived. This person has been stirred, pulled, almost compelled to move in your favor. They have been positioned as a vessel, a carrier of blessing, a divine channel. You may not know their face yet. You may not know their name. But the angels are watching their every step, ensuring that what they have set in motion will reach you. That is why it is urgent. That is why it is an emergency. For heaven sees how close the breakthrough is, and they cannot stand to watch you hesitate when your name is being carried into rooms of abundance. God says, do not let fear or doubt steal this from you. Do not let voices of envy, gossip, or discouragement cause you to miss what is yours. Archangel Michael cries because he knows the magnitude of what is unfolding. He knows the traps that were set against you, the words that were spoken against you, the hands that tried to close doors in your face. He has fought battles you never saw, wars in the unseen that raged against your soul and your future. And now, after such a war, the victory is in sight. The reward is prepared. The angels stand in shock, not at the action of the millionaire, but at the risk that you may ignore this divine message one more time. Beloved, God says you must open your spirit now. Do not delay. Do not scroll past this. Do not pretend this is another ordinary message. The Spirit of the Lord says this is only for you, not for the many, not for the crowd, but for your ears, your heart, your journey. You have asked God for signs, and heaven is overflowing with them, yet your hesitation creates a wall between you and the blessings racing toward you. Break that wall now. Speak out loud, I receive. Say with faith, I trust you, God. Whisper with courage, I will not ignore. For every time you say this, the tears of Michael turn into strength, his cries turn into shouts of triumph, and the angels who were shocked begin to rejoice again. God says, even now, doors of wealth are opening. Documents are shifting in your name. Opportunities are being released. The action taken by this millionaire is a spark, but it will ignite a fire of abundance in your life. This is not charity, it is destiny. This is not accident, it is alignment. But you must trust God in this exact moment. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. The fear you carry in your chest, the weight you feel on your shoulders, release it. Lay it at the feet of the Lord. The angels are covering you. Your steps are being guarded. The blessings assigned to you will not be stolen. And now the Spirit says, time is short. The urgency is real. You must pray. Prayer is your lifeline. Do not wait until tomorrow. Do not say later. Lift your voice now, even if it is a whisper. Say, Lord, I trust you. Lord, I receive. Lord, I believe you have made a way. These words will shake the heavens. They will silence the doubts. They will strengthen Michael, who has carried your name like a sword in the battles of the unseen. God says, you are loved beyond measure. You are chosen. You are safe. You are not forgotten. The world may have tried to bury your worth, but heaven is uncovering it with urgency. The action has already been taken in your favor. Trust and do not fear. This is your confirmation. This is your miracle moment. And I tell you again, beloved child, nothing will go wrong with you. God Himself has spoken it. The angels stand with you. Michael is still by your side. Open now, receive now, and walk boldly into what heaven has already prepared for you. My beloved child, I come to you now with a voice that cannot be ignored, for heaven is trembling with urgency, and Archangel Michael himself is weeping because of how long you have resisted the call to listen. This is not a time for delay, not a time to look away, not a time to think that tomorrow will give you what today demands. It is an emergency. The angels surround you now, shocked at what they have seen, for something has already been set into motion on your behalf. A millionaire, someone you never expected, has taken action concerning your life, and this action has the power to turn everything upside down in a single moment. God is here with you, God will not abandon you, and I am sent to reassure you that no matter how dramatic, no matter how overwhelming this message may sound, you are safe in the hands of the Almighty if you will trust, pray, and open your heart to the message unfolding before you. The tears of Michael are not casual tears, they are tears of divine sorrow because he has fought for you tirelessly, defended you against attacks you never saw, protected you from enemies who spoke your name in dark rooms, shielded you from traps, and yet you did not always listen. He is crying because you have treated some of his warnings as if they were nothing but passing thoughts, when in truth they were the shield of God over your destiny. Even now, his mighty wings are spread over you, and he is crying because the weight of what is happening is too heavy for you to delay. This is why God says to you directly, with no hesitation, a great movement has begun on your behalf, and you cannot afford to dismiss this as coincidence. You have been watched, not only by the angels but also by people in this world who have been drawn to your light. Among them stands one whose wealth is beyond what you can imagine, someone whose power and resources could transform the path of your future overnight. This person has already taken action, heaven saw it, the angels saw it, and Michael wept in awe and fear of how unprepared you still are. They are shocked because heaven always knew you were chosen, but even angels tremble when destiny suddenly unfolds in ways beyond human understanding. Child, this is not about money alone. Do not reduce what God is saying to a worldly gift, for this is about recognition, elevation, and divine justice. For too long you were overlooked, cast aside, mocked, and left behind by people who should have honored you. For too long your value was hidden, your sacrifices unseen, your tears unheard by the very ones who pretended to care. But heaven never ignored you. Every silent cry you made at night was collected in the hands of angels. Every moment you were treated unjustly, the scales of divine justice recorded it. And now, in this season, in this exact moment, a reversal has begun. God has commanded a millionaire, a person of influence, to take notice of you, not because of chance, not because of accident, but because heaven itself whispered your name into their heart. The angels saw it, and they gasped. Michael himself, the warrior of heaven, who rarely cries, broke down because he knows what is at stake. He knows that this blessing is not just a blessing, it is a test of your obedience, your faith, your willingness to finally trust without hesitation. This is why God says it is an emergency. This is why the message must be delivered now. Do not think the enemy is asleep. The same way heaven has moved, hell has also stirred. Darkness knows your breakthrough is here, and there are forces that want to distract you, confuse you, or fill you with doubt so that you delay until the opportunity slips past. But God says, nothing will go wrong with you if you stay in prayer and trust Him. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No lie spoken against you shall last. No delay can hold back what heaven has already set in motion. This is why you must understand that the millionaire is not the source, God is. The money is not the miracle, the obedience is. The sudden shift is not random, it is divine orchestration. God has woven this thread in your story so that the world may see that you were chosen, and that no human, no enemy, no circumstance can stop what He decides for you. But my child, you must not ignore this. Michael cries because he has seen you ignore before. You prayed and asked for signs, but when they came, you doubted. You begged for answers, but when heaven whispered, you questioned. You wanted a miracle, but when the door opened, you were afraid to step through. That is why He cries, because this time you cannot afford to let fear or hesitation rob you of what God has prepared. Even now, the Spirit of the Lord surrounds you. Angels are stationed at your right hand and your left. They are guiding your steps, even as you read these words, even as your heart beats faster. They are whispering to you, do not delay, do not resist, do not doubt. God will be with you, God will cover you, God will protect you, and no harm shall touch you if you trust Him now. Think of what it means that heaven itself is shocked. Angels who do not fear have gasped. Michael who does not cry is weeping. The throne of God has sent a message directly to you. This is not ordinary. This is not casual. This is the moment heaven has been preparing you for, even when you felt abandoned, even when you thought you were forgotten. All of it has led here. The millionaire has taken action, but heaven is telling you that this is only the beginning. What is coming will not just bless your finances but restore your honor, restore your peace, restore your family, restore your name, restore your destiny. This is the moment of restoration, and nothing can stop it but unbelief. That is why the cry is urgent. That is why the warning is loud. That is why you are being shaken right now as you take in these words. You may ask, why me? Why now? Why would someone so powerful, so wealthy, so influential care about me? And the answer is this: because God has marked you. Because God has remembered you. Because God has chosen you for such a time as this. Because what is about to be revealed through you is not about who you were, but who God always destined you to be. And so I say again, as the voice sent to you now, do not ignore this message. Do not push it aside as if it were nothing. This is your confirmation, your urgent call, your divine alarm. God says, the time is now. God says, you are safe. God says, nothing will go wrong with you if you trust. God says, pray without ceasing. God says, open your heart to what He is doing. The emergency is real. Michael's tears are real. The angel's shock is real. The millionaire's action is real. And above all, God's love for you is real. Stay in prayer tonight. Speak to God as if He were sitting beside you, because He is. Call on Michael to strengthen you, because he will. Ask for clarity, and it will come. And as you do, remember, you are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are not abandoned. Heaven is with you, God is for you, and your miracle has already begun. My beloved child, listen with all the ears of your soul, because the heavens are trembling with urgency as I release this word only for you. It is not by accident that your eyes fall upon this divine message in this exact moment. It is not chance, it is not coincidence, it is divine timing. God Himself has ordained that this comes to you today, and Archangel Michael has been weeping loudly in the courts of heaven because you have delayed listening. His tears are not ordinary tears, they shake the spiritual realm, because when you hesitate, when you doubt, when you delay, the enemy uses every passing second to build walls of confusion around you. But God says, no more. This message breaks those walls today. There is an emergency in the Spirit. The angels are stirred, and even those who never move without great cause are now at attention. They are not only watching, they are shocked, because something has been written into your life that you do not yet see. A powerful hand has already taken action concerning you. A millionaire, someone you do not expect, someone who has been moved in secret by forces beyond this world, has set their focus on your name. The angels are whispering in astonishment because this is not a small decision, not a minor adjustment, but a move that carries the weight of destiny. Heaven has seen the moment this millionaire's heart was stirred, and it was not by human logic. It was by divine appointment. You may not even know their face, but their eyes have already been guided to your name, your path, your existence. But listen carefully. Archangel Michael's tears are because you do not grasp the depth of this urgency. You are distracted, doubting, busy, uncertain, but the heavens cannot delay. There are moments when God shakes your soul awake, and this is one of them. This is not a casual word. This is not a message for everyone. It is for you alone, and if you dare to ignore it, the weight of missed blessing will rest heavy. But if you embrace it, if you hear it and let it flow through your spirit, the miracle will not tarry. Child, understand this. When God sends His archangel, it is not because the matter is light. Michael does not weep easily. He is the warrior of heaven, the defender of God's chosen, the angel who wars against the darkness. For him to weep, it means heaven has seen the stubbornness of your heart, the hesitation in your spirit, and the danger that hesitation brings. He cries not to shame you, but to shake you awake, to say, this is not a joke, this is not a test, this is your moment, and if you lose it, the enemy will rejoice. The millionaire has taken action, but the enemy wants to twist it, delay it, steal it. You must not let your silence, your doubt, your slowness open the door to delay. The blessing is already in motion, but so is the opposition. God says, do not fear. Nothing will go wrong with you, for my hand is upon you. Even now, angels surround you. Their wings are spread wide, their swords raised, and no evil can touch you. You are safe in my hands. But you must trust, you must pray, and you must take this seriously. Do you feel the stirring in your spirit right now as you read? That racing of your heart, that trembling of your soul, is not imagination, it is confirmation. It is the breath of the Holy Spirit whispering, yes, yes, this word is for you. You have cried in secret, asking, Lord, when will my turn come? When will my life shift? When will I be remembered? And now heaven answers, the time is now. The shift is already in motion. The name of a millionaire has been written beside yours in the book of destiny. This is not by accident. God is moving pieces on the board of life that you cannot yet see. But hear me clearly, before manifestation comes exposure. There are forces, people, and voices that do not want you to see this blessing. There are whispers in rooms you are not in, there are hands moving papers you have not touched, but God says, I am overturning every table, I am scattering every false plan. Those who try to hide what is yours will be revealed, because my word cannot be silenced. The angels are shocked because of how great the blessing is, and how boldly the enemy has tried to block it. But Michael, though weeping for your delay, still stands with his flaming sword ready. He will not allow your destiny to be stolen, as long as you step into faith today. This is the hour where